Greetings, my name is Fast Eddie Turlington of First Families Research and Security, located outside of Jay, Oklahoma, 4 miles from where the borders of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma meet. The purpose of this video is to update you regarding my felony charges I received as a result of a false arrest after shooting in self-defense the extremely violent career criminal, public enemy, convicted drug dealer, Delaware County Police Informant Daryl Philpott. This is a community problem and a public safety message, as Philpott right now is on the loose, wanted by police on an Arkansas warrant for his arrest. Keep in mind, Philpott had two 2009 Missouri warrants for his arrest when he committed felony aggravated assault on me in 2014 on this side of the border in Delaware County, Oklahoma, 4 miles from the neighboring states of Arkansas and Missouri. Philpott likes to hang out in his safe space here in Delaware County, Oklahoma, when he has warrants. If you don't understand how dangerous he is, or you haven't been following these videos, then you can go to firstfamilies.net/RAP, R-A-P, as in records and prosecutions, firstfamilies.net/RAP.htm, and I have linked to that his criminal documentation, just of a couple of 2-3 days of me going across the border in Arkansas to some places he's lived. He probably has 3 times as many of those crimes. If I were to go check some other places that he's lived I didn't get around to. But in those crimes you'll see drug felonies stretching from 1981 until 2017. He was convicted on his most recent one. And you'll see videos. Also go to firstfamilies.net/recent.htm, and I've got some videos there, police videos of him attacking police officers, okay, who are obviously armed, trying to get him to stop committing a crime, which is what I was doing whenever he attacked me with the bottle. The bottom line is, on the 1st, I met with our new presiding judge of the 13th Judicial District in his chambers for an announcement from the DA's office. Remember, the prosecutor was supposed to talk to the DA, make a recommendation. I was led to believe that on the 1st, either my charges would be dismissed totally, which of course they should be, or I'd be offered a misdemeanor and a deferred sentence. And then those charges would disappear at the end of 2 years. Now, if you don't know how screwed up our legal system is or how pleading works, I'll get to that in a minute. But for now, most of the people that are locked up in cages or out on the street with convictions hanging over their heads were not found guilty by a jury nor a judge. They pled out. And it has nothing to do with were they guilty on what they were originally charged with or the second charge when they were offered a plea. The bottom line is they felt like they didn't want to take a chance on the prosecutor being able to convince a jury or a judge of their guilt, regardless of whether or not they did it. Like in my situation, I'm looking at 10 years for a felony that we all know I didn't do now. I've made that abundantly clear. But still, most people, they don't want to take a chance on getting 10 years. A 2-year deferred sentence looks pretty good. They don't have to go to jail, and 2 years later it drops off anyway. But that's what I was led to believe that would be my options on the 1st. Of course, I'm learning more about the DA's office every day, and the other half of the bottom line, like I was talking about, we have a violent criminal who attacks armed cops repeatedly. He's been found drunk in the middle of the road twice since I shot him, since that time. In both cases, he's assaulted the cops. He beats his wife when he was married. They got divorced, and then he beat her after that. It wasn't even a domestic disturbance then. He knocked his daughter around, kicks his animals, grabs a gun whenever his wife's friend says, "No, Daryl, I don't want you holding my baby when you're drunk." He's a violent nut, and he's over here, probably in Delaware County. That's why I made that point earlier about he likes to come over here when he has warrants over in Arkansas and Missouri, because over here he can do whatever he wants. So I had intended, if you noticed, I haven't made any videos in about 3 weeks, and I had a couple of police videos up where I mentioned the prosecutor by name and had some disparaging things that were accurate, but still it was my intent to not to get along, because, like I said, I'm going to get my private investigator certification back, or my license back rather, and I'll be working here with people, and I had let him know that I was going to take this stuff down, and I have a bar complaint right now against the prosecutor, which you can read in the article I put up next to this. And a book is being written about my case right now as we speak. This is really this stuff does not go on outside of this district, I have learned. But I was going to drop the complaint against the prosecutor and just move on. And of course, for some reason it's not being dropped. But my next step now, instead of dropping the bar complaint on this prosecutor, I'm going to add to it, because the prosecutor himself, you won't believe what he did in court, and I have transcripts of it. There's perjury, and it's just unbelievable. All of this is, of course. And I just want it to be over and drop stuff and get on, but I can't do that. So I'm going to go add to that bar complaint, and I'll tell you about that in the next video. And then I'm going to make a notebook, just like the one that I made the prosecutor, that has all the exculpatory evidence that was withheld from them, that the prosecutor didn't act on. I don't know if he told the DA didn't care or what. I don't know. And then that this creep that I shot, he perjured himself in court many times. Okay, and that's a felony in Oklahoma. I don't know if the prosecutor didn't care or if he told the DA and the DA didn't care. But no one cares about a lot of stuff here they're going to start caring about.